this is day 1 of 5 now. We're going to go to Scotland and we're going to do 11, but not today. That may be tomorrow or Saturday. We'll see. Anyway, get this next train coming in now. Switch the camera around. So we'll get this train to Leeds and then we're going to go via Settle Carlisle and that way into Scotland. Okay? Just a short hop to Leeds on this one and then we'll go on the Settle Carlisle line right through. Right. Rather busy that train. Let's get to platform 9. Right. This is our train. Right, we're on the Settle Carlisle train now, so we've got about a good 10-15 minutes yet before we leave. So let's get going when it goes. Okay, looking forward to this weekend now. So the plan is actually now to go Carlisle on this one, and then if we have time we'll go to Annan and back on the Dumfries turn back going to Carlisle, ScotRail service. And then from Carlisle around lunchtime, about 1 o'clock I think it is, we'll go from Carlisle to Edinburgh, over Meatock that way. We can change out the Haymarket at Edinburgh, and then on over the Forth and Tay bridges to Dundee. That's the plan for today. Okay. Right, so we're on the move. So let's get to Carlisle and here. I thought we'd go this way because we're coming back the East Coast main line in Newcastle. We are, so with a break in Newcastle naturally. Out on the Harrogate line and then crossing over. Usually do. We are. I think that is our train to Huddersfield that we came in on. From Huddersfield down there. Right, so we are arriving in Skipton. I think a lot of passengers are getting off here. It's fairly busy. So after this now we're on to the unelectrified part of the route, all the way to Carlisle, where we'll join the West Coast. Coming into Hellifield now. Just crossing the up Blackburn line. Got a decent shine on it. This is Settle now, so the interesting part of the route begins now, the mountainous section over Aysgill. 72 miles to go to Carlisle. There's Pennygent, completely in glorious sunshine. Sunbathing weather up here now, it's amazing. Yep, Hortley Ribblesdale's next. We've walked around here a few times in the past. That's because the foot crossing's at the top end of the railway now, not the bottom end. It's at the north end of the station. Horton in Ribblesdale. There's some rather hideous lifts here now. Completely wrong. Nothing wrong with the foot crossing. We're approaching Ribblehead now. Then we'll be crossing the viaduct shortly afterwards. 247 miles from London St Pancras via the old Midland Main Line. can just see the viaduct now in the distance up there. So just leaving Ribblehead now. We've got staggered platforms here. That's how our platform is slightly further south of this one. So that's the original Ribblehead southbound platform. The other one on the opposite side was removed and replaced in the early 90s, was it, I think? So it becomes a single track just up ahead now as we cross the viaduct. People there watching our progress. Yeah, one side is on the opposite side now. Can't just see it, but it's over there. Right, that's one side up there now. Just switch sides momentarily. If ever do that again, I ain't walking up that steep path. It's very difficult last time. This is Dent. And hopefully we'll be back here in the not too distant when we do Dent to Dent Village. We intended to do it last year, but we didn't get that walk right. We'll do it correctly next time. So the plan for that day is to get the train to Dent, possibly this one on the 9:20, and then walk over to Dent Village. Just left Garsdale, some sidings here, and then we're going to cross Dandrimire Viaduct. You can just see the old track bed of the line there to Northallerton, which has still not been reconstructed, but whether it ever will do. It's the Red Mile line at Northallerton, it becomes that line. So the Moorcock Inn is down there. A little tunnel up here now, Moorcock Tunnel. Down here not that long ago, didn't we? I seem to remember, to Waysgill in search of a steam tour. It's London's Viaduct. Just past Aysgill now, so it's the big drop down to Appleby. So this is a good spot now for southbound steam tours on this section. Leaving Appleby now. So as sidings here that link onto the Warcop line, which I think they call the Eden Valley Railway, don't they now? Somewhere down there. Not sure if it actually goes all the way to Appleby yet or not, but we'll do at some point, sure. And Kirkoswald. Not very far from the West Coast main line now, it's about 8 miles or so over to the west. So one more stop at Armathwaite and then we're in Carlisle. Approaching Petrol Bridge Junction now, which is just outside Carlisle, and we're about to join the line from Newcastle, Tyne Valley. But we're not doing that line this time because we're going into Scotland. So this is a line from Newcastle. So we're not the main line here, the Tyne Valley is.
We will shortly be arriving at Carlisle, where this train terminates.
So the feather on that signal is for settle. Oh, Morpeth. That's why we've just been held up slightly because it's a very awkward, annoying single track section just as we approach Carlisle. I'm surprised that hasn't been eliminated years ago, but it hasn't. Then we take one train in and one train out at once. Right, we're just coming into Carlisle now, so we'll be getting off here and then we're going to get on a local service as far as Annan, Dumfries service next, hopefully, if it runs. Freightliner going through on the opposite side. Yep, platform 6 as usual. Right. 10:58 going back now to Leeds. There's that Freightliner going through. Don't know what's ahead of it, it's too far. See what's hauling it. Right, this is our next train here. Only as far as Dumfries, so we're going to go 2 stops to Annan and tick that station off and come back. Then we'll go into Scotland proper, to Edinburgh. Right, leaving Carlisle from platform 7, which is quite rare for us.
If you see something that does not look right, speak to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We will sort it, see it, say it sorted.
Didn't know there was a platform 8 there, not but just opposite platforms 5 and 6, isn't it, for southbound and eastbound services like Newcastle and Leeds, and obviously 7 and 8 are for northbound services. We'll do Dumfries later, because there's always a chance of possibly doing this same train like we've done from Leeds all the way through, but continuing to Dumfries and then staying there for a bit, then going on to Glasgow or Kilmarnock later, possibly. So I've done Lockerbie some time ago now, didn't we? Going up to the M6 now. Or is it the M6 at this point? I'm not sure if it is or not, actually. So it shouldn't be that far now before we turn off the West Coast main line onto the GSWR route. So 9 miles from Carlisle. So somewhere down here now is the stub of the, I think this is it here, that could one day be the line to Edinburgh, linking on at Tweed Bank if it ever gets rebuilt over there. It goes to an MOD base at the moment, that's all. I think I've done it on a rail tour actually some time ago. 14, 15 years I think ago. About to cross into Scotland now. And this is the border here, that little... Oh no, not that. The stream there, that's it. We're in Scotland now. And we're diverging off the West Coast Main Line. Now just down there, about another half a mile or so, is Quinton's Hill, where the disaster happened in the First World War. Worst ever loss of life on a railway in Britain. Right, this is Gretna Green. We've been here before, not that long ago. We're going to pass one shortly up here now, because it used to be a single track, I think, all the way from Gretna Green to Annan. Can't think why it was single. It was doubled, well, over 10 years ago now, I think. Right, Annan. Oh. Stopped quite a way short. Long platform. Not so much in that direction though. We'll see this train out, then we'll head off into the town centre. So this is 156508. We shall get this one coming back on the opposite side in about 40 minutes time, hopefully. Right, looking back down towards Carlisle, I should say up towards Carlisle, and then towards Kilmarnock and Glasgow. So yeah, it is a yellow tick station. We've got step-free access to this side. Let's have a wander. So, Annan, tick. We've done it. It's a long time since we've been, well, I've never been here before at all. We've been through it a few times in the past, but first time we've ever alighted. We're in the centre of Annan. Number 80 bus, stagecoach. Wherever that's come from. Anyway, let's see if we can find somewhere to get something like an ice cream now. Like I had a bit of dinner earlier, sandwich, which was pretty tough. Well, there's Greg's there if we need it. Oh, look at this here. Kilts and Scottish work, obviously. We are in Scotland now. We're popping back into England very briefly, a little bit later. Fish and chip oil down there. Looking back to the town centre, and there's a bridge here over the river, which is the River Annan, appropriately enough. So I've got an ice cream. Oh my word! Biscoff ice cream. Now I must admit I wanted to walk over that footbridge down there, but I'm not so sure I've got quite enough time to do that. What a beautiful location. It's a bit filthy for swimming though, I think, isn't it? We've only got about 20 minutes to meet me back at the station. I'm afraid we can't get to that footbridge. I'm not trying risking breaking my neck going over that. I'll have to leave it. This is the bridge from the side. Some cows underneath it as well, probably sheltering from the sun. And it's a shame we can't go down that path because it's in two places it has fallen away, but the first one wasn't too bad. I got past that. So I'll just walk back down the road. It's a shame we haven't got a bit longer here actually. Full hour. There's no No warning of any dodgy bits of path. It's obviously been washed away in the flood. Right. Oh, there's a swimming pool somewhere. Is it in Annan Academy? It's the school, is that I would think. So I don't know where the swimming pool is, unless it's right next door. Where is it there? Oh well. Anyway, back at the station now, just about. So we're on this side now to go back to Carlisle. And then we'll head for Edinburgh, hopefully. I've just checked now, and the train we need from Carlisle, 13:01, is running about 20 odd minutes late. So whether we'll go via Edinburgh, I don't know. We shall see. Because if we don't, we're not going to go over the Tay Bridges, the Forth and Tay Bridges, are we? So, might have to use TPE. If Avanti let us down this time. So if it's the King's Cross Aberdeen was on time last time I checked it, approaching Newark. So, oh, there's some dogs. Hello, darling. Oh, it's a dog. Got to get a train. Bye bye, dogs. And this one's on time. Should be in about 7 minutes, according to that. Right, our Dumfries shuttle is returning to Carlisle. So go back to Carlisle with this and see what we can get from Carlisle. If we have to wait for our book train, we'll see what we do. I'm not sure yet what the score is. Ooh, the fair few on this train. Some sidings there just off the main line, like snow ploughs and whatever. So it used to be single track down here many years ago, but it was redoubled. Typical of BR, the cutbacks in the 70s, early 80s. Right, back into Carlisle now, not far away. Must be the first time I think I've ever approached it facing south and departed facing north. First time for everything, I suppose. So I'd imagine it'll be going back into platform 7, where we left from earlier. As it goes into 8. Obviously something's crossing over, that's behind us. No idea what that could be. Might find out though fairly soon. Looks like we're going back into the same platform, I think. Or are we going into 8 this time? I think we might be doing.
We are now approaching Carlisle. Please mind the gap when leaving the train.
We're going into platform 8. Right, here we are. Platform 8. So, I need to check now what is the next one. I think we're going to have to just wait for our book train. Right. 1901 Edinburgh. That's arrivals, is that?
Train number 3 does not stop here. Please stand well clear of the edge. Platform 3.
Page 1. Edinburgh. Delayed. Newcastle, Euston, Glasgow Central. Delayed. Oh, crikey.
For your own safety,
Right, I'm afraid the you-know-what has hit the you-know-what. The west coast north from here is difficult. It's not so much north of here itself, it's actually trains coming from the south that are delayed at Preston and Lancaster. Can't get north for some reason. I'll swing the camera around. So one has just left to Euston, so I don't know how far it's going to get. Newcastle train over there, Morpeth I think it is. Not sure which it is, probably Newcastle or Morpeth. I could go on that one and change it Newcastle, but we are going back that way. So I'd rather continue straight down the west coast or the GSWR, but we will see. So we're going to be late into Dundee without any shadow of a doubt. Probably an hour, 2 hours even. So if we do have to go a different way, I'm going to go via the GSWR and that one to Dumfries and then get another one an hour later onto Glasgow. Okay, the thing is we will miss out the bridges unless we can cut back across somehow. We'll see. Right, let's hope this decision is correct. We're going to go on this one to Dumfries and then we'll go via Kilmarnock to Glasgow Central and hope we can do it that way.
attention please on platform 1. We are sorry to announce that the 13:15 Trans-Pennine Express service to...
Right, well this saves us messing about here till we don't know when what train might be coming. So we're going to go to Dumfries on this one, which is another Dumfries turn back, and then there's another one about an hour later that goes right through to Glasgow this way. So that's the plan. Let's see what we do when we get to Glasgow Central. Okay. Just left Carlisle now, and we're back going back by the GSWR. There's a fire of some sort there. Look at that smoke. That don't look so good. It's not too close to the railway to be a problem though, I don't think. And I'm going this way. Right, we are back at Annan. Didn't expect coming this way, as I say earlier. If I'd have known, I would have just not bothered going to Carlisle. We could have just got on next Glasgow service here. So right. Dumfries. This is an unexpected tick. Because this is terminated now, it goes back to Carlisle. This is looking north to Glasgow. We're going to go in about another hour or so. Looks like there might have been a through road at one time, doesn't it? So it looks like platform 2 is only used by southbound trains that come from Glasgow or further north from here. And this is the actually I must admit most of the billies are on the up platform, aren't they? Platform 2. But, anyway, let's have a little wander. It's got about an hour here, haven't we? Right, this train's leaving now, heading back to Carlisle. I thought we'd just get it from the road bridge. Right, so we're now in the town centre. Looks like a memorial at just up ahead. See if we can find a pub, fancy a pint. So what's this a memorial to? Cool, this is years ago, is this, isn't it? Difficult to read that, it's faded so much. There's this ubiquitous seagull on top. Can't find a pub to sit outside here. Very nice. There's one down here. Oh, there's Robbie Burns. See if we can have haggis one day while we're in Scotland. Can't not have haggis at least once for an evening meal or something like that. Holy the way. Can't sit outside of that, can you? More statues down here than ever. Robert Burns, 1759 to 1796. So he was 33 years old. I think he had his birthday that year, the year he died. So the 25th of January, well yeah, 25th of January, it's very likely he would have had his birthday the year he died, being born so early in the year. I didn't know there were any more statues of Robert Burns anywhere else in Scotland, but I suppose it's to be expected. He was very well known. Right. Still not found a pub where we can sit outside, have we? Right, just walked back through the town centre and stumbled on this nice fountain. So we need to head back to the station shortly because the train won't be that far away now. It does have about 8 minutes standing time at Dumfries before it heads off to Glasgow. Anyway, let's go down this way now. Might just have a look at the river. Might just have time to do that. Right, we're now back at the train station. However, I'm not sure about getting on this next train to Glasgow because there's a bus due over to Lockerbie in the next few minutes, and something is running north on the West Coast Main Line, a TPE service to Edinburgh. So that would make a little bit more sense because it's only about half an hour, just over, from here across to Lockerbie on the bus. Let's just see what the score is, shall we? Right, our train has just arrived. I had considered going on the bus to Lockerbie, but anyway, we'll go on the train, and this is it. Right, just leaving Dumfries. So let's hope that we're not delayed too much going this way to Glasgow and then across to Dundee. It's hopeless when things happen to the overhead wires. That's the Lowther Hills over there, or Lowther Hills, whichever it is. We're not far from Thornhill. That's not near Dewsbury. There's a Thornhill up here on the main side of it. It's main A76. Just looking at the map. Stream or something going underneath here in our river. Beautiful up here it is, absolutely beautiful. Can't even see it there. Coming up to Thornhill, where Thornhill station was now, I would imagine. I'm sure there would have been a station here years ago. There's certainly a signal box. Any remains of the old station? Oh yes, there is, very much so. Put that back. Acts as a parkway because the town is about nearly a mile away. There's a tunnel coming up here now. I think it's about the only one on this line actually, is this tunnel. Well, of any note anyway. Right, the next stop now is Sanquhar with a Q. That is Sanquhar. So this is Sanquhar. This is a fairly new station. I think it was opened in the end of the 80s, was it something like that, early 90s? Sanquhar. Another viaduct up here now, this is it. It's a stream there, or river. Cranwick River. Or what? Right, we're on the approach to Kilmarnock now. And there's a big viaduct as we go in. So it's a long time since we've been here. In fact, I think I've been here once before, but it was about 1990 something, was it? Late 90s, early? Yeah, no, late 90s, 98, 97 or 98 or something like that, I think it was. And this is the viaduct here. And I think there's a crossover on it as well. Yeah, there is. When you go over that crossover, southbound, it just feels like you're going to wobble off the side of the viaduct. It feels really uneasy. And there's the through road, which has got a bit of a shine on it, so someone must use it. I remember doing that through road quite fast actually back in 2001 on a rail tour that shouldn't even have come this way. And it was very, very lucky that we did it. It was, because it was it the Pomegranate or something like that? I think we did. Pomegranate, something we did. And it went round, should have gone down by the, obviously by the Lockerbie route, the West Coast proper, and it was just said, oh, stick the locos on the other end, take it this way. So that's exactly what they did, and they did about 20-25 minutes later when he got to Carlisle, I think. So I don't think they used platform 4 all that much, but with the one we just passed only being literally a few minutes, it might have gone through platform 4, I think that one. There's 1 and 2 across there now for trains to that start here, go to Glasgow Central, and also across to Ayr and Stranraer. So leaving Kilmarnock now, nicely on time at 59. Little wooden train there on platform 4. What's to show if there wasn't a platform 5 right over the far side there? No, it looks like there could have been where them trees are. Obviously it hasn't been used for years because there's some really thick trees in it. It looks like there could have been a platform over there. I didn't realise this, but it looks like the through road actually is bi-directional. I thought it was southbound only. And I believe now we're going down to a single track. The line towards Ayr is over there now. I think this is a newly double tracked section actually, because I think there was just a loop further up at Giffin, but I might be wrong. It's about time they redoubled the whole line, to be quite honest. It was much better they did, and maybe electrified it, part of the Glasgow suburban network. So this is Stewarton. We need this one, of course, but we can't do it now. We've got to get to Dundee. There's the southbound service. So you go to Kilmarnock, there's that one. This is Dunlop. I wonder if they make tyres and trainers here. Interesting if they do. The appropriate name, isn't it? Used to get quite a lot of Dunlop trainers and Dunlop tyres years ago. Oh my word, it's over in electrified here at Barhead now. I didn't realise that. So we're back onto double track now, and I imagine it will be double track all the way to Glasgow from here. I didn't even no idea it was wired. No, this is another 156, probably heading for Carlisle or Kilmarnock. Right, we're fast to Glasgow now from Barhead. This is Cross My Loof, which I think is the last station we're going to pass through before the end at Glasgow Central. So it would have been quicker had we have got that bus across to Lockerbie, because we'd now be in Edinburgh rather than Glasgow. So it would have been better, and we'd have gone over the bridges, but I'm just going to get to Dundee as soon as possible now, I think, from Glasgow Queen Street. That's all we can do. But it's been a nice run down this line, down the GSWR, that's Glasgow and South Western Railway. So we're coming alongside the line on the left, which is the Cathcart Circle, and we're also coming along and going over the top of said line. Just ahead now, this is another area of high capacity, high density of stations. Oh no, we're not going over the top of that. We've curved left. That line that went off to the right was the one that would have gone over the top of the Cathcart Circle. Now there's Pollock Shields East coming up, but I don't think we're going to go through the platforms of that station. Yeah, it's just down there now, it's Pollock Shields East. Because there's lots of similar sounding names around here. There's like Pollock Shields, Pollock Shores, Pack Shores. So yes, it's very complex. Glasgow Central's mega. It is bigger than Leeds. It's got low level platforms as well for the suburban network. Predominantly suburban network. I'm not sure whether the Fort William Sleeper goes that way. So going over the top shortly now, you can't see, it's in a tunnel. Line that goes straight across to the west coast towards Ayr. So we shall come alongside the West Coast main line for the last few hundred yards into Glasgow Central, which is just about here now. It's just over to the right is the West Coast main line. And there's one taking that route, an Avanti service. That's what we should have been on, a train like that over to Edinburgh, but it didn't happen. So that's the West Coast main line, which we're sort of rejoining with now for the last bit to Glasgow. And the blue bridge here, or this blue and white bridge, is the is it the City Union line they call it? It's the one that goes over the top. It misses out Glasgow completely. It also crosses the Clyde on its own separate bridge, which you might just see. We're now crossing the River Clyde and entering Glasgow Central. The lattice bridge right down there is that City Union line, which is I think predominantly for freight and empty stock. So we should be coming into platform 3. Let's see if we do. Right, we've made it to Glasgow Central, so let's nip over to Queen Street for a connecting service to Dundee. And we are on 3, we're bang on time, so this isn't too bad. It's busy, very busy, because of the West Coast main line being screwed so much. Just look at that, it's incredible. Anyway, let's get over to Queen Street now. It's only about a 5-10 minute walk, if that. Just down here, up and across, pretty much. Right, it's not far up here now, I don't think, isn't Queen Street? Right, straight ahead where them buses are. Let's cross over while we can. Right, here we are, Glasgow Queen Street. What's the next train that we can get now? I think it's 17:10 Dundee, that's the one will do. That will do. Platform Doesn't say, it says just wait, it's a 2-car set. Right, our next train, hopefully the last one for today, is here. Platform 1 for Dundee. So we're going to go right through with it to Dundee, and that is it. And no, we're not going to get off at Invergorey. If I was a couple of hours earlier I might do, but not now. I want to get to the hotel. Get in the front half of the train, shall we? It says all over it wires here now, isn't they, as well? Because it's incredible. Let's get on board. Right, leaving Glasgow Queen Street now, heading for Dundee. Sadly, we are not going to be crossing the bridges on this occasion because we've had to come via Glasgow because of the disruption earlier on the West Coast Main Line, which made we couldn't go via Edinburgh. Top of the bank now, coming out of Glasgow Queen Street. It's quite a climb through that tunnel. Interesting in steam days, I bet. There's a line from Springburn coming in now, which I'm not sure whether that's used really, except for maybe freight and empty stock. It's got a fair shine on it though, so maybe something does. So our first stop is Stirling. In a City 125 set there. So imagine this will be Cowlairs depot here now. Is it? Eastfield depot. Because we're on the main line route to Edinburgh at the moment from Glasgow Queen Street. It's a shorter route from Queen Street than it is from Central. Although they've got a fast service now via Shotts as well, actually, from Central to Edinburgh. Let's cross the M80, and now the line from Cumbernauld is about to go underneath. So we're going to veer left now here at Greenhill Upper Junction and go across to Greenhill Lower Junction, if I've got that right. I think I have. So the main lines at Edinburgh continue straight ahead here. That's Edinburgh via Falkirk High, which seems to be the preferred route, even though Falkirk Grahamston is a lot nearer to the town centre of Falkirk. Must be a flashing yellow turnout this, I bet, because it's not exactly going slow. Here we are, yep, bearing off to the left now. So that's the main line to Edinburgh. Cumbernauld line's on the opposite side now, coming level with us. Pretty fast is that. Coming up to another junction now, and this is where the line turns off there. That goes to Falkirk Grahamston now, and of course on to Edinburgh. And there's a curve, there's a triangular layout here, and this is a line from that direction, which is going to link on up here. Not sure what these junctions are called actually. This is the route that the Highland Chieftain takes, LNER service. This is Larbert now, we're not stopping here, straight through, there's no centre roads, a bit like Crossgates in that respect. rather difficult with that big stump on the bridge there. Right, we're approaching Stirling. There's the southbound service.
We are now approaching Stirling. Change here
Stirling
for
Middle.
services to Alloa.
Can't
Please
possibly
mind the
still
gap
be
when
semaphore
alighting from
signals
this
here
train.
now with all these
If you
overhead
see
wires.
something that does not look right,
No,
speak to a
I
member
don't
of
think so.
staff or text the
Semaphore
British
signals
Transport
all gone.
161016. We'll sort it. See it. See it sorted.
Right, we're just leaving Stirling now, so you'll see the line to Alloa and ultimately Dunfermline. Turning off to the right here now. I think it's over there. It looks like that's electrified as well. It wasn't when I first did it, when it first reopened. It's about time that was extended, the service, I think, on there to Dunfermline. Maybe on to Edinburgh with a reversal at Dunfermline. That would be good. Have a new station at Kincardine or wherever else. The Alloa line again, a bit clearer. Over the bridge, it curves away to the right. Now there's some sort of monument up there on the hill. Yeah, it is. That's quite striking, is that? Zoom in as best we can. I don't know what it is. This is Glen Eagles. This is a bit of an out-of-the-way station, really, because it's only really meant for golf. But it's a tick that we need to do. So if we can get it done this time while we're up here, we will. Look at the hills up here, fantastic. So I lost the overhead wires at Dunblane now, and we're on unelectrified railway for the rest of the journey. I wonder if you can walk any of these hills. It'd be great if you could. Not far off Hilton Junction now, just south of Perth, and that is a line across there from Ladybank, coming across that 3-span bridge. I think it might be double track just here, but it's mostly a single line, is that line across to Newborough and Ladybank. So this is Hilton Junction. So yeah, it's double track now just here. Right, we're now coming into Perth and we're on the sharply curved platforms so that we can get across to Dundee. Right, we're off. One more stop at Invergowrie and then Dundee. We'll get to the hotel. So there's a short section of single track here up ahead as we go over the River Tay. Looks like there's a set of track points. I wonder if this could be a bit of a bottleneck at times. Right on the edge here now. Oh, the church tower there, that's quite good. crossing the River Tay just yet. It's not far away though. I think it's as we curve to the right now, a bit further over. It's a fairly low bridge. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, that's the Tay. That is the Tay. What's this then, I wonder? Running alongside the River Tay now, and we're travelling in the direction that the river is flowing as well. That bit back there where there's two sections, it's split in the middle, like a bit like an island. So that both was the River Tay, both those sections. Not far off where the old Errol station used to be now. See if there's anything left of it. Somewhere here, maybe on the other side of level crossing. Oh yes, bit of platform there. Want to bring that back into use. Oh, and modify it. Right, you can see the Tay Bridge right over there in the distance. The zoom's not great on this camera, but you can just make it out. So coming up to Invergowrie shortly.
Approaching Invergowrie. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Right, literally at the last little bit now into Dundee. This is Invergowrie. A lot of trains don't stop here, I don't think, but we're doing. Another tick is needed here. Right, so on to Dundee. A little bit like a sea wally bit just here now. Right, we're joining the line now from the Tay, or rather that's joining us, the Tay Bridge line, which is there. So, we're almost at journey's end for today.
We are now approaching Dundee. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Platforms on the opposite side, not here. Oh, finally! 3 hours late and we've actually made it to Dundee. Train leaving there for Aberdeen. Good job we didn't want it, isn't it? Right, made it to Dundee. Let's get to the hotel. It's somewhere over that way now. Swing the camera around. Just notice this. That looks like it'll be fun if we're allowed to do it. We shall see. Now, I think this is the hotel here, Quayside Bar and Grill. If it isn't, I don't know what it is. There's a big old like lighthouse ship there. Oh, this damn thing won't point, will it? So annoying. Anyway, old tram lines here, look. Let's see if this is the place. This is our room, and we've got a little duck. Look at that, how cute can you get? Little plastic duck. We hope you have a quacking time. I'm sure we will. Now look how high up we are here. This is quite a good view. Look at that. That's just where we were earlier. It's down there. Amazing. Right, anyway, I think it's time to end this video. I've gone on long enough, I'm sure. So, for day one, that's it now. We'll decide tomorrow morning what we're going to do when we get up and have breakfast. Okay, so we'll be going to Leven at some point, or leaving. Some say it's leaving actually, but we shall see. Cue music. See you tomorrow, next video, day 2.